guys? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I welcome you to come into these tarot readings with an open heart, an open mind, and a desire to better yourself. This is optional advice or guidance meant to motivate you, empower you, inspire you, and offer you confirmations on things that you are already thinking and feeling and sensing. If you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please push those messages aside. They may resonate for you at a later date, and they may not. Have faith it's going out to someone who needs to hear it, even if it is not you. Use your logic, your discretion, your discernment. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. I come at this with love and positivity, so please take that away here today. You are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun. To get you some insightful messages, check out that box below for the decks I use, how to contact me for a personal, as well as my social media links. Welcome to the tea party. Let's read your tarot cards. What's up, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Little Sips Mini Love Tarot. Timestamps are right down below. We're going to start with Taurus. Taurus. Tell me about Taurus's person, please. Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, you dealing with a Sagittarius? A Sagittarius who's looking to give back to you. Someone, it doesn't have to be a Sagittarius, but there's someone who's had a recent awakening or some sort of epiphany that maybe they weren't giving as much to you as they should have. And it's almost like, even if this isn't a Sagittarius, it's Archangel Michael. So it's almost like the angels are rearranging something so that you guys can go back and visit this thing and hopefully you get more out of it, or vice versa. This could be someone, you know, someone meaning like in a spiritual sense, an earth guide, an angel guide, awakening you to the idea that maybe it's time to give a little more back. I just heard give back to the community. So anyone participating in like church groups or maybe you're gathering funds for the holidays. I am reading for love, but this is the card of not only like generosity but charity. So it could be that you may be, in fact, I mean, it doesn't really necessarily have to be a love reading, but with these cards especially, you may be giving more of your time, your attention, your energy, your love, your resources to the greater good, to a lesser, or someone who's not as privileged or not as fortunate as you. That's totally coming through. So, I mean, it is the holiday season. That tends to happen. So, let's see, though. What does Taurus need to know about this? For most of you, this has to do with your person. So, especially if you're married, your person or whoever may be starting some sort of charity or donation or funding. It could even be something like the GoFundMe type stuff. It could be for someone who has medical issues. It could also be for someone who's trying to raise money for like an artistic endeavor. Just putting it out there. I see it being successful. So, let's see. Yeah, no, this totally makes sense to me. Okay, so Taurus, you went through some sort of cycle with someone who I think chose to walk away because I don't mean to offend you or your person. I'm just kind of hearing the word greedy. If it's not necessarily greed, it's a little bit of, you know, selfishness. I just have to be honest. It doesn't have to be you. In fact, it is coming up in your person's spread, but sometimes the energy goes vice versa. Somebody wasn't giving enough to the relationship. I'm going to put it that way. And so one of you chose to break it off and end it, and whoever was the one who did not end it, they went through a state of hardship, a state of feeling a lack, abandonment, because I'm sort of sensing, Taurus, that maybe this person ditched you or broke up with you, however you want to say it, and it was a brutal ending, but let's see what it led you to, though. So I don't know if you're going to consider going back to them. You do have a card of Scorpio and Sagittarius coming through, and maybe a cusper for that matter. What is Taurus being told to walk towards here? Waiting. Yeah, okay, so I would say it's a very good chance that most of you are going to hear from this person again, especially if your person is a musician or a writer of any kind by profession. I don't know why that's coming through, but yeah, it's almost like, Taurus, you don't have to do a thing because this person already knows. This person already got the message about, I don't want to say their karma, but essentially it's like they had an awakening that they should have treated you better. So I think it's only a matter of time before your person steps up to communicate with you because they see you as a really good person, or it's almost like they view you as a missed opportunity in their life. So yeah, it's almost like you understanding that someone else brought this ending towards you and you had to walk away. I'm not indicating you should wait for them. I think by default, you just probably are in a state where you're kind of like looking around for the right person. I do think that two things come out of this. I think your person whoever was maybe a little bit egocentric or strong-headed is going to reach out to you, because it's almost like I view this as they see like a magical opportunity with you. That being said, this is a card of Mercury, the Magician, so two very strong cards of communications, words and ideas, thoughts going back and forth. It could be that you were dealing with another Aries. I also think that this rejection, if you will, even if you were the one who chose to walk away, I think it was because your person was feeding multiple mouths. There could have been third-party type stuff. It doesn't have to be. I think this actually was a very important lesson for you to stand in your power and to understand that you shouldn't settle for less than you deserve. Sure, it's familiar. Sure, when they're there, they treat you right, but the rest of the time, you're kind of feeling like this. So I think this was almost an awakening for you to realize, in the past, Taurus, the person that you were sort of looking at as, oh, they could be the one, I think universe was like, really? Because like, I don't see it that way. I see it very differently. So no matter what your circumstances, this cycle with this person, again, potentially Sag, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, maybe, doesn't really matter. It was destined to end. It doesn't mean that this cycle couldn't start up again, but make sure you're doing the internal work. Make sure you're trying to understand the spiritual lessons. And at minimum, it's like, look at it from a different perspective. If you chose to separate yourself from the fact that, oh, my heart loves them, what does your head think? What does your, when you like stop and reflect about this, what does your head actually think about, or your thoughts, right? Your mind, about how they treated you? You know, is it what you envisioned your life being like? It's just asking you to stop and reflect. I don't sense that it's waiting for your person. I think it's almost like wading through the waters, you know, the uncomfortable emotions. It's trying to come to some sort of understanding that you had to walk away. Why? To gain your freedom, to gain your independence, it's almost like to reevaluate the structure that you were building with this person. I have to be honest, I'm not typically the tarot reader that encourages this, but if I just have to read what the cards are telling me, I think there's a very likely chance that a lot of you are going to try and start this up again. And you know, sometimes the Judgment card can be an awakening, indicating that your person has actually changed their ways. So here's hoping. Only you can be the judge of that, because only you know what that person is coming from versus what they're showing you now. I would highly advise you to, make them walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk. Don't tell me your plans. Show me your results. I think you need to hold this person accountable for changing their ways. But to be honest, the way I'm sort of reading this again is the time apart was destined. It was meant to happen. But I think this person comes to realize that you guys together, the 1 and the 3, are actually kind of, there's sort of like a soulmate type vibe here, or at minimum, a milestone where there's huge potential for growth to rebuild the structure that you guys started together. And I'm wanting to show you, because this is your card, right? The Emperor. So especially if you're dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo, because it came out with this, it's like the passion is still there, the heat, the intensity. So, just FYI, are you basing this entirely off of, the sexual nature of the relationship, which again, you can do, but it doesn't bode well for long-term stability. I would make sure that whatever caused this thing to end, essentially to usher you into this new cycle of independence, really, to introspection, really is the word I was looking for. Make sure that if it does come back around again, you both are implementing the important lessons you learned, so this time it can take off with flying colors. That's really what I see here, to be honest, guys. I mean, it actually seems like it could be good. Others of you, I think you may hear from this person and you may choose to turn them down. But yeah, what is this person offering if they do reach out again? An Ace of Cups. Self-love. This person probably had to kind of come to terms with the mistakes, grapple with the things that they did, or they feel like they should have done in a better way. I think they're coming through with an Ace of Cups. And I mean, what's between you guys is potentially the Ace of Wands. So could this come back together? Absolutely. Do you want it to? I don't know. That's entirely up to you. But it seems like there's potential there. And, I just have to do right by my spirit guides and say, never put your life on pause for this person. Keep crushing it as the Emperor. Keep building your empire, whether that's in your career, whether that's with your family, with your friends, with your whatever. But yeah, there's a very good chance this person may reach out to you again, Taurus. I just realized I've been calling you Aries this whole time. That's kind of messed up. Am I going to post this reading? You know what? I'm going to have faith that it came out for a reason. So I'm going to have to backtrack and say that Taurus, the Emperor is not your card. Why do I feel like I was reading for Aries? Are you dealing with an Aries? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. And don't crucify me. All right. Anyway, moving on. Taurus. Oh, okay, so there you are. Oh, Spirit just saved my back. Okay, because the Emperor marries, or essentially is the divine pairing of the Empress. That is you. Okay, so here's what I get from that. Maybe you're being asked to channel your more masculine energy, especially if you are female, but still stands. It's almost like the dynamic of the Empress and the Emperor, it is sort of, you know, by nature masculine and feminine. And I think in order to sever ways with this ex or this partner and kind of step into your power, you're being asked to, it's almost like, identify more with the Emperor, and then eventually when it comes back together, by the way, you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, yeah, there's something about using your more masculine assertive energy. That's what it's going to take in order to get this person to realize like they may have lost out on something good. Yeah. Hold on to yourself, hold on to your morals, to your ethics, to your principles. Hold on to the importance of knowing your own value, your own worth, the way you deserve to be treated as the Empress, which again, this is your card. It's technically Venus. Your card is the Hierophant, just so y'all know that I do actually know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's very unusual. Anyway, but again, Three of Cups can indicate there could have been third-party stuff going on in the past, but someone is still holding on to the idea of you. It can also represent reunions, celebrations, reasons to get together and socialize. And you know, be careful. I know we're living in a 2020 world, but yeah, the message still stands. So I'm gonna keep it because I do think that's absolutely what was meant to come through. So I apologize for saying that your card was the Emperor, but that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to identify with Emperor. So. Fours are about stability. Focus on your own stability, Taurus. All right. Anyway, moving on. All right. Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. All right. Virgo, how you doing, guys? Let's do some tarot. Little Sips Mini Love Tarot. For Virgo's love life. Give me 3 cards on their person, please. For Virgo. All right, so someone is at a crossroads, possibly an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have 2 cards of Taurus coming through. Yeah, it actually seems like this person may be at a crossroads in terms of taking it to the next level with you, Virgo. So this might be for people who are already in relationships. So might not be your message, Virgo, just putting it out there. But if you're already with this person, they may be considering taking it to the next level in terms of, it doesn't have to be engagement or proposals of you know, wedding rings, that type of thing, but it could be. This person may be at a crossroads of needing to fix something with you as well. What's on the other side of this, please? So, yeah, okay, so I'm struggling with this a little bit because there's a lot of different scenarios that this could be pointing out to. So, yeah, okay. For most of you, I have to be honest, the main message coming through is that if you, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus, because I have 3 cards of Taurus here, it may be someone who was married or participating in extramarital affairs. I don't know if that was, if you were the wife or the husband and there was the third party, or if you were the third party. Is this, I honestly feel like this person already confessed this to you and you had to talk about whether or not they're going to change their ways. So what's the deal with that? Yeah, I mean, I do think this person has cut out the third party, so are they gonna, and I mean, I'm not advocating that you have to take this person back, I'm just reading what the cards are saying here, so, yeah, I feel like a lot of my Virgos, I have to be honest, you were already married to this person, or if you weren't married, you were very involved with this person in terms of it was commitment. It was supposed to be exclusive. For some reason, I'm getting the indication that you were suspicious that they were cheating, or you were suspicious that there was someone else, or you flat out knew, right? This person may have professed or confessed that to you. Ultimately, what do I think this person is going to do? I think they're going to run home to you with their tail between their legs and be like, I'm sorry, and take me back. And so let's get some cards on you. What does the universe want you to know about this, or at least consider? You guys know tarot cards never tell you exactly what to do because you have free will, right? They just show you the energy of what you have to deal with. So yeah, I'm totally getting coming back like begging, you know, tail between their legs, like, I'm sorry, please take me back. I gotta be honest, it's probably a masculine, but it doesn't have to be. So what does the universe want Virgo to know about this, please? You know they're a player. You know that they're... I keep getting all these metaphors about dogs, right? Like sniffing around the neighborhood. I think a lot of you're at a crossroads too, because there's something about this person who you really like them, but at the same time, I think they've hurt you a lot. It's really taken a toll on your emotions, your heart space, because they treated you like you didn't matter. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think, yeah, this totally is 1000% like the whole, like, I'm married, but I was cheating. That's coming through like a million times over. So again, these two are on the opposite sides in between what was like a third party. And this person does view you as the emperor, or as the empress, or the king of pentacles. Again, earth energy, the one that like you build a life with long term, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. However, I think that you're sort of making the decision of, do I want to accept offers from someone who I know once upon a time was not fully committed to me? So I think you're really grappling with the decision. I think a lot of you would be better off to stand on your own 2 feet. The Magician is about manifesting new beginnings, because here's the thing with this, Virgo, what I get is no matter how much you love them, even if you choose to take them back, it's going to be very hard for you to let go of any resentment about what this person did. And rightfully so. I don't blame you. Only if you're actually going into this with a clear conscience of, you know what, everybody makes mistakes and I'm going to love them despite their flaws. I don't see you fully being able to move forward with that gesture, because, and again, rightfully so, there's something where it's like, well, they ruined it. Why did they have to go and do that? Because now, like, it poisoned the well. It tainted the water. So it's like, as much as you want this love to come into fruition and be healthy again, there's something about it where it's always going to rub you the wrong way. And again, I'm not shaming you for that. You can try it by all means, but I think there's something about it where it's like, this person made their bed and now they have to lay in it. And so as much as they may come knocking back for you to take them back, you can, but will this person really change their ways, or is this a temporary fix, please? The Knight of Wands. Star. Yeah, this person has to give themselves time to actually... I know this sounds the reverse, but to give themselves time to actually heal from the errors they made. I think they've come to the decision, the epiphany, the idea that what they did was shitty. They shouldn't have treated you like that. But it's almost like, rather than understanding why that impulse took hold of them and why they did something against their better judgment, they're just rushing back to you with an apology. But I actually think it's almost like, I'm almost getting the metaphor of like, give them a time out. Don't just take them back. And it has nothing to do with pride and ego. It's like, listen, there was something in you where there was these flames and these passions of desire, and like, I can't help you with that. Like, in a sense, it's almost like that's your own demon, that you were in a marriage or commitment and you still felt the need to stray away from that. It's almost like this person needs to realign with their North Star and actually get themselves together, because it's like they're just offering you apologies, but they're making the apologies too quick. They haven't actually thought about their actions and what transpired. So again, I know it's reversed, because you're like, well, I'm the one who needs healing. You're right. You do. You need to heal from this. It doesn't mean that healing from this means you have to take this person back. It's almost like you need to give them it's almost, how do I explain this? The irony is that they cheated on you or whatever happened, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to give you a gift and I'm going to set you free, because clearly I wasn't enough for you. And I know you're biting your like fist or whatever saying that because you're angry about it. You don't want to give them this kind gift and gesture. The thing is, you're serving them their own medicine by being like, oh, you chose your decision, so good luck with that. And the thing is this person still going to crawl back to you even after that? Yeah, probably. I don't recommend taking them back until they've truly changed their ways. They've seen that star in the sky, right? It's like they're rushing in to fix it too quick, but they're not actually taking the time to be introspective about the situation. Because yeah, this feels like a marriage. And if it wasn't a literal marriage, it was something where you guys were committed to each other for a while, and I don't know, they got antsy, they got bored, and they decided to chase a passion elsewhere. And do they know that they screwed up? Absolutely they do. Now, Virgo, you can always reverse the energies. That could have been you too, so... Especially if you're dealing with like a Cancer or a Capricorn or an Aquarius, they're probably not going to take you back, at least immediately. Yeah, whoever made their bed needs to lay in it, is what I'm getting here. Because yeah, whoever is in charge of making the decision of, do I take this person back or not, it's a decision they're really grappling with, and rightfully so, because I think the High Priestess, as you already know, your High Priestess is your direct source to divinity, to God, to spirit, something of the sort. And they're saying, are you sure you want to take this person back when they were juggling you with someone else? It doesn't sit right with you. And again, I'm underscoring, rightfully so, it shouldn't sit right with you. That to me is a huge red flag of, oh, this person cheated cheated on me, come right back. It's not to say that you can't be the bigger person and go through the whole, you know what, we all make mistakes, and, you know, I'm going to be this earth angel of forgiveness, and okay, fine, you can absolutely take that approach, but I am almost wanting to say, you know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, well, I'm the one who screwed up then, right? So, anyway, Virgo, yeah, here's the thing. This side person isn't wanting to let go of your person. So again, if you are the one in the married couple, then the third party is still communicating with your person. If you are the third party, it's saying that this husband or wife, who's the one who's already married, they're still going to be communicating with you, even though they're saying, oh, I'm going to leave my wife, I'm going to leave my husband. They're not. This person is still, I'm getting like temptress vibes. The temptation is still there. So yeah, until that goes away, it would be a victory for you in walking away knowing that this person made the decision, not you. So yeah, singlehood. I see a lot of you, quite literally divorcing yourself or removing yourself from this third party sneaky energy because it's doing bad things to your mental health, as well as feeling valued in a relationship. No. Sorry, Virgo. That was not a happy one, but I hope it helps someone who needed to hear it. And I have to be honest, Virgo, for a lot of you, that is already confirming something you already experienced, and it's just reaffirming. Don't feel bad about it. You know, it's like that shadow side of you is like, oh, but I should have taken them back. Maybe I was too harsh. No, as long as you always value yourself, you don't need to feel bad or apologetic about that. All right, moving on. It could have been a Pisces, or you may have a Pisces factoring into this in the future, a good option with a Pisces, or your Pisces may have been the one who had too many romantic options. Anyway, all right. Okay, Capricorn. Okay. All right, Capricorn, what's up? Lil Sips Mini Love Tarot. Let's read for Capricorn's person, please. Where is Capricorn's person at? Ooh, same card as Taurus. Let's see. Closing out an old cycle and wanting to put more into something. The thing is, it's not something new, though. It's something that's already been established. So if this person was very busy with work, Capricorn, it could be that they finished out a cycle and now they have more time to devote to the relationship. It could be that this person was dating around and they didn't necessarily know who they were going to commit to, but they're moving forward with a commitment. So let's see I don't know if this is with you or with the other person. I don't necessarily get cheating. This feels more like dating. If you guys weren't exclusive yet. I feel like because this is technically kind of one of your cards, it's Saturn energy, Saturnian energy. I feel like this might bode well for Capricorn. Give me one on this Page of Pentacles, please. Yeah, especially if you're looking at someone who you're wanting to build a life with, some sort of long-term commitment. The Emperor, right? He builds the empire over a period of time, especially if you're dealing with an Aries. And possibly someone who already has a child, a younger child. Or it could be someone who you're looking at as the potential father of your children in the future. All right, so where's Capricorn coming off here? Yeah, see, you're a little bit angry or on the fence about something. It could be that this person took a long time to commit to you and that kind of ruffled your feathers. What's the deal here? It's funny. It's almost like just as this person gets the urge to try and build something with you, you've sort of rattled off. It's almost like you've almost looked at this situation as a closed door, or, a closed book, however you want to say it. So it's almost like this person comes in and I'm sort of getting like too little too late, which I feel like you just got this message, Capricorn. So you have a divine pairing on your hands here. So you have the King of Queen and Cups showing up in your section. So there's a lot of things this could be, guys. I'm trying to make these short, but there's like 3 different scenarios that are coming through. So Capricorn, if you're already married, you may have been participating in third-party activities. But ironically, though, so was your person. It was like you guys were both married or committed, and both those 2 different people were participating in stuff together, you and someone else. So again, that's not everyone's story, right? But that's coming through, and unfortunately, your person, if they were married or committed, they seem to be committing themselves to you only some of my Capricorns are still married. And so now you're like, oh, I thought, it's almost like I thought this was just like fun. It was like extracurricular activities, and now it's becoming a bigger thing than I thought. So you're kind of all over the place with that. Now, obviously, that isn't everybody's message. There's another message here of... So this is actually very similar to Virgos. You may have already been in a marriage and you weren't the one giving to third parties. The same message stands. It's like if your husband or your wife was cheating and somehow that came to illumination, they told you or confessed to you, or you just always kind of knew it. They are coming through and committing to you now, but again, I'm getting too little too late. Like, why are you participating in extra affairs when we're married? That's another thing coming through. So again, on your end, it doesn't bode well. It's because you're making the decision, Capricorn. It seems like you already have someone, but you're thinking of wrapping out the cycle with them. Or if you're waiting for this person to commit, it's almost like you've been waiting so long that it's like it's lackluster now. You feel like it's something about like it's lost momentum. So it doesn't even have to be marriage. It could be something like you've been waiting for this person to get excited about dating you, and it's almost like they iced you out. I don't get that, but it's like it felt like they put you on pause for well beyond longer than they should have, and now you're just kind of like, yeah, I don't feel it anymore. Especially with your water sign, your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You may have met this person when they were going through major changes in their life, and it's I don't necessarily think it was third party. It could have been, I don't even know, Capricorn. This person was preoccupied with something else, and the thing is they've graduated from that. They're no longer participating in the third party or dedicating all their time to the job or all their time to the kids or whatever. They're coming to you with a bigger offer, only to you it's very mismatched. It's like a child making an offer to a parent. So, I mean, maybe it is in some scenario, but it's like there's an unequal power dynamic, and I don't think you're giving them the benefit of the doubt anymore. I think at one point in time, you were this person's biggest advocate. You were rooting for them, and had they come to you in a decent amount of time, you would have taken them back wholeheartedly. Now it's kind of like, it's like I don't know what to do with you. You don't really offer me anything of value, of substance, anything tangible. So it's like, And I am actually hearing, Capricorn, this may have to do with a coworker or a job. It could be a job that you've applied to many times, and they've always been like, we're interested, but we can't hire you yet. It could be that you actually landed a job now that you really enjoy, and now this, third-party job reaches out to you, and you're just kind of like, It's like you lost me. You had me 2 years ago, but you lost me. That's what I'm getting. So a lot of my Capricorns too, you may already be married to someone who you're very much you're in it with them, but you may get someone may reach out to you from the past, and it starts kind of throwing this kind of a curveball your way of the one that got away, only you're pretty happy now, so you're like, well, why is this person coming to me now? There's a lot of that going on, Capricorn. How does it? Yeah, I see you blocking this person. It could be another earth sign, a Taurus. No, okay, that's you. You're moving on. You're blocking this person and moving on to something better. It does give you slight pause. It does give you a little bit of contemplation. But the thing is, the contemplation it gives you, it's uncomfortable. It's not this, oh, well, maybe it could be this time. It's like you start replaying in your head all the times that you were good to them or all the times you waited for them. And you're just like, it makes you actually kind of angry that this person reaches out, because it's like they blew it. They had a shot at something. And again, it's divine timing. This doesn't need to be a burdensome story, only that the timeline of this wasn't right. So unless you're willing to accept them into your life now, they weren't ready to give you a firm offer way back in the day or whatever this was. So I think you are fully disengaging from this past cycle. I think it comes back knocking, and I have to be honest, for most of my Capricorns, you're going to choose to not participate in it. You may have a really nice relationship with a Scorpio or a Pisces coming in, or it's indicating that you're leaving one of those two signs in the past. Yeah, you may be hearing from a Fire King, an Aries, Leo, Sag from your past. Shocker. It's always the King of Wands who comes back to knock. Oh, all the cross watchers didn't like that. Okay. Capricorn, that's what I got for you. These are some rough readings this time. All right, guys. You know what? I'm going to give Capricorn an extra one. Because of the 3 earth signs, you guys are extremely loyal. I always get a lot of beautiful Capricorns watching. All right, one more quick one for Capricorn. Let's connect with a different group of Capricorns. Real quick. New group of Capricorns, please. Love energy. I hate that my hair is still soaking wet. My first video of the day. I'm fresh from the shower. All right, Capricorn. This is almost like the aftermath of what happens. This person comes forward to make you an offer, and yeah, flat out, you guys rejected them, and now they're just like, yeah, they're in a mental prison because they realize that they lost their opportunity with you. Yeah, this is the exact same message. This always happens every time I try for a new one. They come forward and make some offer like, hey, that was the old me. This is the new me. I've been rebirthed and now I'm wanting to make you an offer. You reject them and you're like, thanks, I'm good without you. Like, I'm living my best life over here, so thanks but no thanks. And they're just like, oh, like gulp. It's like the weight of their decision really hits them. And the thing is, though, it's exactly what I said. It's like the communication comes through and there's this spark, this idea, and it's about the past. But the more you dig deeper into that thought, you're like, that person really screwed me over. Like I don't necessarily think you're still hurting from it, though you might be a little bit, like it might be a little bit sensitive, which is why it's almost like, how dare you come back to me when I gave you all that chance, right? I think you block them, and I think you're right to do that, or, block them, whatever, it doesn't have to be literally blocking them, but essentially be defensive of what they want, because I think the deeper you dig, it actually promotes a lot of anger, and I'm almost getting like wrath, right? This is Mars energy. It puts you into warrior mode of fighting for your stance. Again, this doesn't seem like a beautiful thing that's just budding and developing and it's a new cycle. No, this is like digging up skeletons of the past that it's like you buried them long ago. You don't even want to think about this because, again, I think this person caused you a lot of hurt and pain. So can you take them back? Sure. Will you? I doubt it. Sorry, cross watchers. Capricorn's moved on. Exactly. Capricorn is finding the Wheel of Fortune. They've moved on to their divine timing, their destiny, this new cycle in their life, possibly with a Leo. And yeah, their defenses are up to the one who fooled around, particularly the Sagittarius. So, all right, Kat, that's what I got for you. I'll see you soon for more Love Tarots. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.